Good morning, traders. This is Mike with Rip or Die Trading, and this is day 2 of me on the bench. If you saw my video yesterday, you know that I had a couple big losses, and I am going to kind of sit on the sidelines for a few days, but I don't want to completely ignore the market, so I'm basically paper trading without trading, just kind of test my trading edge without actually getting in. So my thoughts right now, with a minute before the market, it looks like 1950 has been support for AMD in the pre-market, when we have a gap to fill up to 1973. So there's a ton of people sitting here at 1950 for support, but there's also a ton sitting here at 1951. So a little bit of a battle right here at 1950. Whoever wins that battle at open is where I think the stock's going to go for the first minute or so. So we will sit here and see. I will be watching this level 2 right now. It's a downtrend on the 1 minute and a downtrend on my little tick chart. So we will see. 10 seconds till the market opens. $19.50. There's no. Alright. Dying. I don't really have major support on this thing until $19, so. Working its way back up. We got buyers stepping in at the 1940 area, but they're getting eaten up quick. See, the problem, with going short right here is it's already overextended, but it looked weak, so you'd be getting in way down here, and if it bounces back up, it's one of those things where you would have kind of had to short it immediately for the safe play. Not exactly immediately, but as weakness started, here comes some support. So, and here's the thing: is this a pullback, or are we going to go try to fill the gap? The short-term trend you see is kind of trending up right now, but it just broke that trend down. So you could get short right now, maybe risking a whole lot with it's so far away, overextended to the downside. But let's just say we got short right there at 35, how we would have done. Well, we'd have done pretty good so far. It's stuttering out right here. Yeah, back to our entry 35. So I realized that my little streak made me greedy, and so once I get back in the game, I'm going to have some stricter rules. Had I got in at this 35, I wouldn't have been in very long. I would have. I'm looking to pull. Once I get up $400, I'm gonna set a 1 cent trailing stop. So if it rips after I put in my order, I'll enjoy that rip, but it's gonna take me out at worst case scenario, $350 for the day. Um, at the same time, when I get in, I'm going to set it up to where my max loss can only be around that same 400. 1-to-1 ratio is not the best, but in doing this in this new strategy I've been testing, my winning percentage has been pretty good. I've just either A, taken a huge loss that wiped out, 4 days of trading, or B, started out green, didn't take my money, or did take the money and then over traded to make it go away. So I'm going to set a daily goal of 400, which, it's not too shabby. That's, not a ton of money, but I don't know. More than a lot of people make in a day, and I'd be happy with it. It's what, $2,000 a week. If my math is good, I haven't had a lot of coffee today, but yeah, $2,000 a week, and then times 4, $8,000 a month. I mean, I could, if I did that consistently, as a minimum, I could quit my full-time job. So here we are, 5 minutes into the market. If you'd have gotten it at the 35, the 1935, and not got scared out when it pulled back, you'd be doing pretty good right now. If I was in and didn't take my $400 profit, I'd be getting really cautious around this $19 area, and they like to bounce around whole numbers. So, and then it's starting to show a little strength here too. So that was just a little pullback, but I think if I was in, I would probably take half of it right now, lock in. Was it about 25 cents on 2,500 shares, and then I would probably lock it out if it got back up to the 1930 area. So that would have been a good place to lock it in so far. I like to use these moving averages as kind of a guide. The purple one here is my VWAP, so never got there. What is the market doing? So SPY is ripping right now. I'll bring that into view where you can see it real quick. SPY running up. But not affecting AMD that much. Nvidia usually runs with AMD, and it's more on an uptrend right now than a downtrend. So we might see this bounce 1907. So I mean, I said $19 was, or about 7. We got about 7 cents away there. You see a lot of people stepping in to buy, so we'll see. It could just be a pullback to break through 19. These long wicks right here show weakness though, so if you're wanting to buy the pullback, this would be a good area right here at 1925. See, I've got mine set up when these my EMAs cross to give me a red arrow to give me if I'm thinking about it and I see it, then kind of confirms what I'm thinking. So this thing said 1923. I was thinking 1925 watching the 1 minute, which both seemed, there we go. That'd have been a real good one. What today is telling me, I didn't talk about jumping in the first 12, to 30 seconds like I normally do. I waited, what was that? I said 1935 area, which was, so that was in the second minute. I mean, it's still pretty quick for a lot of people. Say you don't want to trade the first 5 to 15 minutes. I like the volatility. If you can figure out which way it's going, that'd have been a great entry. So looking at this, that might be starting to slide uptrend, but I mean, trading my $400 theory there, getting in at 1925, I would have needed, only about 8 cents, and it gave it quick. So with my trailing one stop, I probably would have made 5 or 6. So, but it would have taken me out, so I wouldn't be in here anymore with my my training wheels. I'm going to put myself on when I get back in. So through my trading journey, I've figured out that I'm normally my worst enemy. So either by being, started out being gun shy, I wouldn't get in. And, I went on that winning streak, and I became the opposite. I was just like, let's go. I'd get in, and next thing you know, down big. Well, I'm gonna watch this to see if it's going to break 19 with you guys, and then after that, I'll probably wrap it up and see you tomorrow. We got a lot of buyers stepping in here at this 1911, 1910. So we get through 1910, it'll probably jump down to 19 pretty quick. There's 7. Still a ton of people buying. If you guys don't know what level 2 is, this is showing limit orders, so you can see that there's people stacked up right here to buy. And you can tell whether there's more buyers or sellers. Tons of people here at 1903. So some people would say when you see a ton of buyers right there, that's your key to jump in. And see, you jumped in, they're up 3 cents right now. But with a stock that trades this many shares, it's not that good a plan in my opinion. But here we are again, testing the 19 area. And it's pretty overextended right here. It's away from, this is my 21-day EMA. It's pretty far away from it. Normally that, it when it gets too far away from it, it likes to pull back a little bit. And you just got to expect that when you're trading, because a lot of people think that no, it's reversing, and they get out here and then just to, they sell at 1915 just to watch it drop immediately. So are we going to break 19, or is this where we turn around and try to fill the gap? It's a battle. It's working its way down. If I had to guess, I would say we're going to end up breaking this 19. But there's so many orders stacking in here, and they're getting eaten up immediately. It's like somebody's really wanting this to go down. See, now these aren't, you know, this isn't 3, that's 3, and this is 4100, this is 8100. These are in hundreds, so if you see a 1, that's 100. This is way less stressful when you're not actually in. Alright, if it's gonna do it, if it's gonna break, it's gotta go now. On the 1 minute over here, it looks like it's kind of trying to build some strength, but I still think it's about to break through that 19. There's those big bids popping back up. Oh, it's trying to hold. When you get to these big support lines, a lot of times you will have to hit it a few times. You can see the last, it hit it, came back up, hit it, hit it, hit it. So the more times it hits it, the stronger that support line is when it doesn't break like that. So alright, we've been rolling for 15 minutes, so the video's getting a little long. I think I'm going to wrap it up. You guys, if you like my videos, I know this one and the last one were kind of boring since I wasn't trading, but please subscribe, like, comment if you have any questions, and I will do my best to answer all of them. And you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the morning.